The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Panthers and the Bucs coming up next.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Young finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Young to throw it. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. The Trey Palmer deep for Tampa Bay. This is brought in at the 21. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 1. Warren will try the right side. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man that was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
To throw, Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Nowadays, this has become routine, hasn't it? That was a heck of a route there by the tight end. A great double move for a big-time catch downfield.
Now Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Warren. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Warren again. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jalen Warren. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bucs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And, you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
Now here's Young. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here comes Marshall in motion right. Now Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Oh, what a move. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the give, it's Warren. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. A handoff for Warren. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run it. Warren. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mayfield now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Young working out of the gun. And that's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
In motion right here comes Johnson. Now Young. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. To throw, Young. And down he goes, a Buccaneers sack. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On play action, Young. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Young going to give to Brooks. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Young will set to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be second down. Here's Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That's complete to Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Mayfield looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Following the interception, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Looking to throw, Young. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Young now. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
63 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Now a run with Warren. And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Here's Warren. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing, Mayfield. That's taken in by Palmer. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On the run, it's Warren. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. In motion, the tight end. Mayfield on play action. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A run out of the gun with Brooks. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
In motion left, that's Thielen. Young to throw it. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Young. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Young to throw it. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mayfield to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. To throw, Mayfield.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to throw now on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this Super Wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get it back out to you guys in just a minute. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here on the NFC side of the bracket. And this one looks like it should be a dandy, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. We saw a solid first half out of running back Jaylen Warren. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Pushing his way through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Up the middle they go. It's Warren, and he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2 yards to go, second down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, it's Young. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
They'll try and run here with Brooks.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now here's Young. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
11 yards and a Panther first down. Young working out of the gun. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Now Young. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15. And the Panthers first down.
Off the play fake, Young. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
To throw, Young. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll throw again. Young. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll come on and kick for a 6th time tonight. Fielded just inside the 20. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield now. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Mayfield. He's got Otten. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From the gun, Mayfield. Finding Otten once more. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now a handoff up the middle. Warren